When we left you last time, we had just crossed back into the States from Baja to retrieve our shipment of replacement struts from Go Fast campers so we could fix our tent. Other than the long drive, it was a fairly uneventful trip, and we were headed back toward Tucson once again. Once we were back at our home base north of Tucson, I was able to repair our Go Fast in short order, and we enjoyed a few days of sunshine with the locals. It would not be long before another visit to Zona Motorsports was necessary. After months of hunting down issues with pizza alignment problems, we finally determined we needed an entirely new steering rack. Sourcing one would not be without its hiccups either. We were shipped an OEM unit that appeared to be assembled backwards. The very same day, I would receive a text from Vagabond telling us that our new camper was ready for pickup in San Francisco. We would need to sell our Go Fast as soon as possible. Making a lasagna.
Lasagna? Why are we making a lasagna?
Because it's tasty and good, and we can't do this on the road. So.
Yeah. So we're at Zach's mom's house right now. We've been sleeping in a bed and taking showers, and it's been pretty nice. It's a week before Christmas.
Yeah, about a week.
Yeah, about a week. And here in a few days, we're going to head up to Holbrook. I always want to say Heber, to sell the Go Fast, or to give it to the guy that actually bought it.
Yep, transfer it over to his truck. And then we are on our way up to San Francisco, where we will be spending the holidays on the road. We are finally getting our Vagabond Drifter, long awaited, which we need desperately to be able to continue traveling south. I think we'll be way more comfortable.
Yeah. So it's a lasagna celebration, or a celebration lasagna.
It's mostly just
food
because it tastes good.
Yeah.
As always, the drive into northern Arizona into Navajo country was a beautiful one. We made it into Holbrook by early afternoon and waited to hear from our buyer. When we did eventually make contact, the news wasn't good. It would be a very early morning, followed by one of the longest days of driving we've ever had together.
Shipwreck. Hello, Indian Road 5. We just entered Colorado.
What are we doing in Colorado?
I don't know what we're doing in Colorado.
We weren't supposed to come here.
We're actually delivering the Go Fast to a couple up in Durango. This Go Fast is coming full circle, which I think is kind of cool. We were originally supposed to meet in Heber. No, I don't know. Holbrook. I don't know why I want to say Heber. This morning, and I guess there was some sort of emergency. The guy had to go into surgery or something like that.
Yeah, for a kidney stone.
For a kidney stone, and we get to drive to Durango.
Yeah, it's worth a little extra money on top for us to come this way, but it's turning into a pretty massive day of driving.
Yeah.
We're going to be dropping this camper off and then headed all the way back to Kingman.
To Kingman, Arizona, which is what, like 9 hours from Durango?
Yeah.
And the reason why we want to get down to Kingman Well, originally that was sort of the halfway point between where we're going for basically Christmas for a couple days, so then we can go up to Benicia to get the Vagabond. Yay!
Finally.
Yeah, we should be here in Durango, in 45 minutes or something like that. To drop off the Go Fast, and I'm feeling a little sad.
I'm not. We're ready to have our full-time living situation so that we can beat it south and actually follow through the plan.
Yeah, there's been a lot of change over the last month or so. We were supposed to be in Mexico right now celebrating with margaritas on the beach or something.
Yeah, we're getting business done so that we can be free and clear and ready to roll down to mainland Mexico.
Yeah.
A little heartache, a little pain here before we can bust out for good, but I think we're both going to feel better here after this thing is off the truck and we're making our way to San Francisco. So.
Yes.
After arriving in Durango, I took a few minutes to walk the new owner through the camper, and then it was time to get started with the removal. If there's any question about how well 3M double bulb seal does its job, this should eliminate any concerns. Without any Go Fast clamps attached, it still took 4 guys 45 minutes to unstick the camper from Pete's bed.
There we go. Pop the seal.
Yeah. I think we just keep trying to pull this piece. It's doing something.
So this Go Fast is not coming off the truck very easily. We're having to sort of resort to
Not even a blade, just like a putty knife.
tools. Alright, we're gonna try again. For some reason it's just so stuck.
Hopefully it doesn't just, it's not sticking right back now.
Are you making out right?
Are you overseeing the job?
With,
I see light. Oh! Yes! Okay. Alright, it's coming off.
With the camper off and payment confirmed, we jump back on the road for Kingman around noon, a mere 8.5 hour push from southwest Colorado. By the time we reached our hotel, we were both feeling pretty delirious.
What? This is some creepy ass, you know what? Look at these curtains. I feel like I'm in the movie The Shining.
Somewhat rested, it was on to Paso Robles where we had spent Christmas. All I needed to get back into the holiday spirit was a good meal at a fantastic Thai restaurant and to enjoy the festive lights at our hotel. This place went all out, even providing little gift bags for the folks staying through the holidays.
that pee-pee Santa?
Let's find out. Oh my God. I can't believe that we saw this on Instagram like earlier today, and then we got the same one.
I think I see a male elephant seal, and at first I thought it was a rock, but I actually think that it's a giant seal. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to be able to see him. Oh no, there he is. Holy mother of creation. Look at that thing. What? That is insane. And there's a female kind of further out past that boulder. What? That's insane. Oh, there's some big boys over there fighting.
I'd always wanted to see Big Sur, and we used the trip to pick up the Vagabond as an excuse to travel Highway 1 from Cambria to Monterey. Although we wish we could have stayed in the area for a few days longer, the spectacular scenery made the detour well worth it.
installed, but it is raining like cats and dogs outside. I mean, I know it rains in this part of the country, but I was kind of hoping for a sunny day. But yeah, here comes Zach. I guess he's just gonna say, let's pull into the bay and get this started.
When we arrived at Vagabond the next morning, the crew was ready to get to work installing our camper with no hesitation. The owner also walked us through the construction of a typical camper and some of the new developments they're working on to speed up production. After our 2.5-year wait for this camper install, this moment truly felt surreal. We needed a moment to let reality sink in before we beat it back south to await more parts in Tucson. It seems our timing was perfect. We spent the next 4 hours enjoying Southern California rush hour traffic. Meanwhile, the storm worsened around us.
What are you doing? Well, don't fall down. I don't have anything for you, but you sure are cute.
It's a goose and duck party.
Two days later, we arrived back in Tucson, exhausted. It was only until later that we realized we had narrowly avoided some of the worst flooding in California history. Friends would put us up and give us a chance to recharge and hang out with our favorite canine buddy.
Cooper, what you doing? What you doing, buddy? You see that kitty? Yeah, get that kitty.
Southern Arizona experienced some of the intense storms that hit California, but to a much lesser degree. This did delay our first night in the new camper, so when the time came, we were both very excited.
What's going on?
We're, working on our organization here with the Goose Gear.
Oh,
Got some food and
hey.
bedding and all that good stuff. Yeah, let me turn on some lights.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a ways to go before we get this 100% dialed in for full-time travel, but so far so good, man. This thing's pretty nice.
I agree.
We got our fridge on a slide, so when this stuff's out of the way, we can access our salads. And then, these drawers are set up for food, and we've got extra food and utility stuff down there, oil and
All the good stuff.
lubricants, and not personal lubricants. Get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I can't wait to get up there and go to bed. It's been raining all morning and all last night here in Tucson. But yeah, here's Pete. We came through some mud.
Good times. We were inches away from getting stuck earlier today, so we played it smart and backed out of there and found another way around.
What's happening?
Having some fun with some mud.
What are we trying to do right now?
Get to camp.
Yeah, and we've decided that we can't go down this road. It's been raining, and we decided to come out to a spot that we're familiar with, and decided to take a different way to avoid a swollen river. But it wasn't a good idea, because the truck is absolutely covered in mud, and so is Zach. I mean, that could have been a possible place to turn around, but I don't think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it. I would.
It's just as mucky on the side.
Yeah, I would say let's just keep going in reverse. We were here a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Before we got the new camper, and these hills have these really cool archaeological sites, so,
There's our old fire pit.
Yeah, see, here's our old fire pit. it's still here. Look at that. According to the forecast, it is going to rain again. But we have amazing Picacho Peak behind us here. I'm super excited about sleeping inside our new system here. Set up the bed. Even if it does rain, I think we'll be all cozy. I do want to thank our friends Brian and Sarah for putting us up for the last couple days. Well, it's been really cold and rainy, and we've been figuring out all of this stuff. So thanks, guys. Much appreciated. We love you. Cooking inside for our first time, and it's kind of rainy outside, and we're not outside.
We've got great ventilation. That sound you hear is that
It's a little
fan kicking, and we got
little
the
fart
windows
fan.
open,
Got the windows
so
open. We're venting, so we're not killing ourselves. Hopefully,
you won't find our bodies in the desert in our truck.
cooking like this. We got our little Omnia going. We're doing some enchiladas tonight, and here's sort of like our messy kitchen back area. We have yet to figure shit out, but for a first night in our new Vagabond cooking, it's okay.
All right, I think it's coffee time.
Woohoo!
This press is looking a little rough. Holidays weren't good to it.
Time for some coffee. Yeah, give me some coffee.
Our base camp outside of Tucson treated us to perfect Arizona sunrises and sunsets almost every day we stayed there. We stayed put, we slowed down, and we enjoyed the new addition to the rig. Join us next time for a few more key additions to the truck, and we make preparations to actually leave the country again, this time for good.
This thing, I just make this thing when it turns off. You look like a big blurry mess.
Oh.
You are a blob. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Chocolate Santa. I'm super excited. Sorry for my banana peel. Happy New